What's up, YouTube? On this episode of Coddiwomple Overland, we're going to be making our way to Moab and checking out some of the more popular trails.
We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us.
Well, good morning, campers. Another awesome night. Looking at the mountains just east of Moab and overlooking Moab. Today we're going to be making our way down into Moab and some of the more famous trails. We're going to be doing the Long Canyon Trail, Shafer Switchbacks, and Potash Wash. From there, we really don't know where we're going. We'll just see which way the wind blows us. Look out for a hot day, but it's going to be very scenic and a lot of fun. When we left you on the last episode, we'd found camp in the Manning-LaSalle National Forest just outside of the town of Moab. This morning everybody had kind of slept in, but we didn't waste a whole lot of time other than that around camp. The plan was to make our way back down into Moab and check out some of the more popular trails around here that we could take a trailer on. The road that we used to come down into town brought us right by Fins and Things and Hell's Revenge. Those were really tempting to give a shot, but we decided to head on down and check out a couple other ones. We made it through the busy town of Moab and then set our sights on the Long Canyon Trail. This is one of the trails in the area that none of us had ever done, but we had always wanted to do. This was the perfect opportunity. Plum Canyon is definitely a trail that we've been wanting to do for years. Once we got to the top, the natural progression was to make our way down the Shafer Switchbacks. The Shafer Switchbacks is a series of switchbacks on a trail that leads you from the Canyonlands Visitor Center on the top all the way down to Potash Rd down into the canyon.
It is very meditating on the inside.
better cameraman than driver. She's a better driver than cameraman.
Along this trail, you can obviously tell there's some incredible scenery. But one of the other places you'll want to stop at is Thelma and Louise Point. We had to stop and check it out. It's not only a beautiful place to look at, it's an iconic place for removing. While we were looking at this incredible scenery, we decided that we had to recreate the scene of Thelma and Louise going off the cliff. We relived a pretty cool movie from our past. If you haven't seen Thelma and Louise, you might ought to check it out. But after that, it was on down the Potash Rd. To go and do that trail loop was one that we've wanted to do for a long time, and it was definitely worth making the trip up here to do it. We got into camp pretty late the next night, but that set us up for the trail that we wanted to do the next morning. Next morning, we hung around camp just a little bit longer. It was kind of a bittersweet day. Teddy and JoJo was going to be taking off and heading back east. Matt and Don had already left the day before, and Justin and Michelle were also going to be leaving and heading back east. That was definitely the bitter part, but the sweet part was we were going to get the opportunity to take Michelle and Justin on a trail that they had always wanted to do before they took off. We were going to be doing the Onion Creek Trail. So after we let Aspen and Ray burn off some morning energy, it was time to pack up, get ready, and start moving along the trail. And then there was one. After we made it up the Onion Creek Trail, it was time for Justin and Michelle to start their way on toward Denver, where they had some business to take care of. Deb, Aspen, and I still had some exploring that we wanted to do, so we started making our way back south to see what our adventures could take us. It's worse today than it was yesterday. One of the things that we had avoided the whole trip up until this point was smoke. Apparently there was a large forest fire somewhere around us. The first trail that we were going to hit was the continuation of the Onion Creek, and this is the Hideout Trail. This trail does get a little bit more difficult coming up through here, and that's why a lot of people that are in two-wheel drive typically turn around at the top of Onion Creek and go back down. Obviously, that wasn't going to be the plan for us. you're ever in this area, be sure and check out the places where you can see dinosaur tracks. It's truly amazing that these tracks are still here after who knows how many thousands of years. But I really think that I figured out why they became extinct. They weren't very smart. This one here just walked off a cliff. After figuring out the whole extinction thing with the dinosaurs, we decided to head south, try to find camp for the night before our next big adventure tomorrow. We ended up finding an incredible oasis at a reservoir just outside of Blanding, and this is where we would set up for the evening and just relax and get ready for tomorrow. Thanks again for riding along with us on this incredible adventure, and hold on to the next episode where we've got something really special to show you. Until next time, see ya.